Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sick and tired of the nonsense. Are you done looking in the distant, crawling through the desert, seeing water? It's an oasis, but you get closer and it's just a mirage. Are you sick and tired of seeing flashy things, but when you come forward and touch them, they electrocute you? Are you truly ready to succeed? We're going to talk about that. I am Mark Melnick. I'm not going to take a lot of your time tonight. This is the Newsbeat Show. Ladies and gentlemen, being in the industry for as long as I have, I guess as a stock guru, 13 years, pretty much puts me at the upper echelon of um, pretty much like sort of the founders um, of the industry, of stock market broadcasting. T3 was part of what I consider the first group of original pioneers that really revolutionized trading rooms, chat rooms, etc. And I was honored and humbled, and still am to this day, to have been part of that experience. Fast forward 13 years later, here I am again. And I've just seen so much in the industry, and it's just to me, I almost find it like slightly sad in a way. Like when I think about it really deeply, like I feel horrible inside. And it just seems like every time the market does get a little tougher, um, you know, people just fall back on what has happened in the past. And when times are good, they're all about boasting. I mean, how many of you guys got the email how I turned, you know, and I'm making up the numbers, $5,000 into 3 million, and you see all these numbers, and really, to me, the market is never really about a tough or easy environment. The market is just about telling you which strategies work and don't work in the current environment, and then you're able to exploit them and do really well. So I sort of want to keep true with that. And I just want to show you simple strategies that I did that worked, that you could make really good money on without hearing somebody sit there and boast to you with a P&L. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do as a trader because, for me, just looking at the market here in general, I think a lot of people unknowing and unbeknowingly get sucked into something that's not true. So I'm actually going to, before I show you what I did today, I actually want to do it in a little bit reverse this time, if you'll allow me. And I'm just going to show you a screenshot from my room today. Again, I don't believe in showing you what happened 3 months from now. I don't, 3 months ago. I don't, 3 months from now. That'd be nice if I could show you that. Um, I just don't believe in these things because what it is they like to dangle shiny objects at people. They get lured to them almost like bugs on like one of those zap lamps, and they come close to the zap lamp, and you hear the little like you ever see those like electric lamps they have out in the you know in those areas like where there's like a lot of forest and grass, and they have the lights that draw the mosquitoes in so they don't bite you, and then they get zapped and they fall down. Um, Uh, I won't do that. I will not do that. I don't care if it nets me more members or nets me more of a certain thing. That's just simply what I am not here to do. I'm just simply not here to do that. I don't want to suck you into something that I I don't want to like. For me, it's an advanced form of lying. Me showing you, for example, seven-figure P&Ls would be an advanced form of lying, not because it wasn't true, but just because it has nothing to do with what I do now. The stuff that I did 4 years ago were different than the things I did 3 years ago, and 2 years ago, and 1 year ago, and today. And even if you want to go 3 months ago, the stuff I did 3 months ago was massively different than what I did today. Why? Not because I'm really Am I evolving as a trader? Sure, somewhat, but I wouldn't, I wouldn't attribute that to such a thing. I would attribute it to the market keeps evolving and I have to evolve with it. Otherwise, I'm going to have down months and I don't want a down month. I never want a down month. So I avoid it like the plague. So what I'm showing you here today is, again, it's just a live screenshot from the Newsbeat Live Room. And I just want to read you because sometimes you read something and it literally, like, I teared and I had to walk away from my computer because when I read the thing, it took my breath away. And so many traders were texting me and reaching out to me and emailing me. And I'm speaking to one trader who had less than $20,000 in his account maybe 2, 3 months ago. And I'm going to do his story maybe on the next Newsbeat show. And pretty much he was able to turn in our room, exclusively in our room, turn it into, I don't know if you could read that, but he has pretty much $920,000 um, dollars in equity, and he's writing me a testimonial right now. I'm not sure um, if it's in my email box yet, but he told me he's writing it. Very good friend of mine, and he's in the room, and he just basically, it was kind of funny, and I'm going to go through this thing here, but he basically said on the phone he was thanking me, and I'm telling him like it's you all along, it's you, it's not me. And he's like, you know what, you believed in me, he said during this time, and that's what helped him, according to him, persevere. And like when I spoke to him, I broke down. That's why I probably look like crap. That or maybe it's my mother's fault. But I will tell you, like some of these things, some of this job gets very emotional. Like I will tell you, they tell you like you cannot be emotional as a trader. Uh, I was never able to follow that mantra, but I want to show you what I did today, how you can easily make money consistently. But before I do that, I just want to simply show you this. This is right in the room today. Today is what, February 3rd? This was in the Newsbeat Live Room today, February 3rd at 1:24 p.m. Eastern Standard. Member of our room, Frank, 5 months ago I was disabled and could no longer work my regular job. Just to start with that sentence before I go on, I need you guys to understand, please do not take for granted the fact that you could get up out of your chair, go to the bathroom, go outside, go grocery shopping. You don't ever take that for granted. God forbid. I know, I know the email's coming. I'm sorry. All right. Had been trying to day trade for the last couple of years, but always ended up giving it back. I took $450 using the 15-day grace period on my already 2 payments late. So this guy has an underwater mortgage. He used the 15-day grace period. And instead of paying his mortgage, he gave $50. Actually, I believe it was $49, not 50. So he sort of overshot it. Wink, wink. He basically signed up for the $49 trial you see within the description of this video, and he put $400 in a Robinhood account, something I tell people not to do, but he did it. He was able to pay back in the first week of trading using my one and done strategy, and I'm going to show you how that's really good using Mark's one and done strategy. As of today, this is from 5 months ago, I have had 4 consecutive 5-figure weeks. And my first 6-figure payday, that's 100,000 plus 5 figure is 10,000 plus, enough to pay off my entire underwater mortgage. Not saying this to brag, and believe me, this dude does not boast, as I am very humbled and grateful for this experience. I think I would be selfish if I didn't share this with you, my fellow bandits, who have guided me along the way, and especially you, Mr. Melnick, to whom I am the most grateful to for showing me the way with patience, kindness, and a level of knowledge I could not have attained in 30 years of trading by myself. So this dude is trading longer than I have, probably most likely trading longer than you have if you're watching this. I'm going on my 21st year, 30 years. It's a crap ton more experience than me. Hopefully my experience will help some other new trader or wizened old veteran that just took a hit and has to start from scratch again. Thank you all, and God bless. And I just want to show you, I always believe it's one thing when I am able to make money. Yes, I made money today. I did very well today for myself, okay? But me showing you a P&L, that's not what I want you to be drawn to. I want you to look at this as an inspirational moment that you can push forward, that you can succeed, that you can get to the next level. All right? You want to know what, ladies and gentlemen? My day was done before 9:33 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I kept trading. I kept going. I made more money. But I need you to know that my day officially ended, if I wanted it to, at 9:33 a.m. If you're in the Newsbeat Live Room, Tesla long was my one favorite idea from the morning. We focused in on it. We said it, we say it in the room. One and done. Front run pretty much gets over 678 right over here. We buy through. Stock pops right over there. Goes about $6 in about 80, 90 seconds. Runs about $6. I'm telling you, call me a piker. You could call me Susan if it makes you sleep better at night. That was my day. And yes, I know what happened afterwards. Yes, and I know what happened afterwards with Tesla. And I crushed it. And you know what? People in our room also crushed it, doing nothing but that. This is a 1 minute chart. Now, here's the beautiful thing. Our four favorite strategies have been, can you guys in the room name it? One and done, Mark 5, Know Your Limit 8, Know Your Limit 21. Those are our four favorite strategies. So I'll show you them real quick. Here was the one and done, just buying through the top of the 1 minute candle. I'm going to show you a 5 minute chart. Here's the Mark 5. Basically, go long through here, 713.41. Stock pop $13 in 15 minutes. Right over here, and I don't have to tell you that after the Mark 5 went through, it never looked back. The stock actually ran $70 pretty much from the Mark 5, a little more, $72, $73, but you get the point. Right through. And that's the Mark 5. Here's the Know Your Limit 8. It basically says when you hit the 5 minute exponential 8 for the first time, you can buy it for a long trade. That's all it says. Right over here is the Know Your Limit 8. And by the way, I just want to perfectly point out, I did not catch all these trades. I'm showing you, I caught the one and done, but my day, do you know what happens when your options just explode through the ceiling within 80 seconds? And they kept going, but whatever. Right over here, 706.04 flushes down to 703. Next bar pops 10 points, $10.41. Pops 10 points. See these two little candles here? You could have caught 10 points within 5 minutes. And again, I don't sugarcoat it. I don't mention the fact that it kept going up. This is all I'm talking about. These two little stupid bars here. Because our exponential, our Know Your Limit 8 says buy it underneath the yellow bar here. And then it pops. And I'm not saying you caught 10 points. Maybe you caught 4, 3, 5, 2, 6, 7, 8. Maybe you did catch 10. But any one of those answers are acceptable. The Know Your Limit 21 is exactly like the Know Your Limit 8, except we use a 21 period as opposed to an 8. And I'll make it blue. So the first time it hits this blue line and flushes through, you can buy it, is what the 21 strategy says. And just so we're clear, pause this, read it, agree to it before you continue. I don't give stock picks or investment advice. It's educational purposes only, of course. Right over here. Right over here. Breaks it. This one I actually missed because it sort of leaned up into it. This one I found almost impossible for me to catch without using a market order. Comes down, hits the blue line right here, breaks it by a nickel, and pops in 5 minutes at this one juncture. That's all I care about. Just that. At this one exact point, the stock jumps about $20 in 5 minutes. And again, I'm not saying you caught 20 bucks. I'm saying you could probably caught three, four, five, my guess, and I'm making it up, maybe 10, maybe seven, maybe two, maybe 11. My point is nobody cares. It's not about FOMO. It's not about what you missed. It's not about writing. It's about using something that works in a specific moment that takes away the fear of giving back your profits, that allows you to be up money the majority of the time. Nothing's 100% very quickly. And that is what I wanted to share with you. Everything that I see on Wall Street is nothing more than a mirage. All right. Just real quick, Google definition of mirage: an optical illusion caused by atmospheric conditions, especially the appearance of a sheet of water in a desert. That's what a mirage is. And too many of these things out there on Wall Street are a mirage, and it looks good. And if you're having a bad day, um, let's boast about what happened 2.5 years ago. And if you're having a good day, let's show you what happened today. But I am telling you right now, it's a trap. It's a trap, and it's a very luring trap. I know it's like it's a very easy thing to get pulled into. And I am just saying, don't. Don't get suckered in. Trading is about to get really good. Why? Because it's Tuesday and not Monday. That's why. Because Wednesday is better than Monday, and Thursday is better than Monday, and Friday is generally better than Monday. I'm going to be 40 years old, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be 40 years old as of this Saturday. And it's kind of weird because I never really gave a crap about how old I am or, how do I feel. I think I'm still a kid at heart. I don't consider that a good or bad thing at my age. It is what it is. And I am telling you right now that as somebody who has seen everything on Wall Street, as somebody who hunts consistent strategies, for somebody who fights tooth and nail to instill confidence while traders are failing to make sure they get to the next level, that is what you need for success. Not a simple strategy, not somebody not somebody boasting about their past, not that cool shot of me driving around in a Ferrari I don't own, not in a cool shot of me on my private boat, which I don't own. Those don't mean anything. Again, I would rather have you see the truth and be open to it. I would rather have you see the truth and say, I might be struggling right now. What can I do to be better? I want somebody there who's showing me new strategies over and over that don't just come and show me what happens when they do well, but somebody who actually just tells it how it is and is always planning for the future. So instead of me showing you what happened yesterday or earlier today and how I made all this money today, I would rather say this is a strategy in which you could apply tomorrow. If you watch Newsbeat show 536, 7, 8, 9, maybe nine's not as important, that's the Super Bowl effect, but Newsbeat shows number 536, 537, and 538, that is how I'm going to make money tomorrow. That is how I plan on making money tomorrow. And the strategies I showed you is what I do today. If I get another upgrade name, etc., 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 I'll be able to do that as well. I can show you my earnings list from last quarter. Beautiful six-figure P&L. But instead, I would rather show you the list from this quarter and the names that we chose. So these are names that haven't reported yet. We chose EMR short, RCL short, LHX long, Sirius long, and Race, that's Ferrari long. If you took all our plays this quarter, you would total up, following all our parameters here, our parameters would show $42,587.63 using all our plays. So, just wanted to share that with you. I have a lot of other earnings names. Again, earnings names are free for Newsbeat Live members. We actually give them to you as sort of a bonus with your subscription. If you're not a member, come check us out. You really don't have much to lose, and you're going to see a community that tries to form sort of a pillow around you, a cushion around you, a pedestal around you that's going to try to lift you up from whatever deep garbage depth of failure that you might have been experiencing from the past. Because the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, everybody needs help, whether they admit it or not, or whether they portray an image of invincibility. Even myself, we all need a support system around us because I promise you that without that right support system, you will never be anything when what's the word when manure hits the fan, when push comes to shove, when you really need it most and you want to see who your real friends are when you're in a jam, not when life is good and then everybody's your friend. When you actually want to see when life throws you an awkward curveball in trading, look for the people who are going to be there for you. And I promise you that you will notice that it is the Newsbeat Live Room in our community. In terms of algo levels, here. Here are tomorrow's levels today. There. Got the Q, SPY, IWM, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, Gold, USO, as well as the S&P 500. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, slap the like button if you enjoyed this content. We have more earnings coming to you throughout the week. Again, if you want to know some of the earnings names I picked throughout the week, again, if you watch Newsbeat Show, it's either in 536, 7, and 8. I believe 538 or 537, but definitely watch those three videos. They're pretty much the three hottest videos going on right now here in T3. They're in terms of, minutes viewed and whatever. Check it out. It's there for you. It's not trying to pitch you things. It's there to just seriously help you as a trader. Because if we can't sit and really help you as a trader, then what is the point of actually trading in a community? What is the point of a community? To just throw ideas at you, to throw blocks at you and tell you to build a house by yourself? Is that the point of a trading community? Don't be delusional to what a service is supposed to offer you. Slap the like button again if you enjoyed this content. Happy trading, make money, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the Newsbeat live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful evening.